Hello everyone, welcome to Gran Turismo Sport. I thought we'll do a very quick review of it. Obviously you can only do at the stage in time, which is, I can't remember what the date is, it is the 22nd. You can only do sport in the European version of the closed beta. 3 races. We're not going to do the entry race, enter a race. Instead we're going to just do a thing. The cars, we start off with this car here, which I've covered up, and there's a few other ones as well. You get the Evo Lotus 09, which I reviewed on Drive Gear. Obviously it's different on this one, so we'll actually go for that. Just show you the difference. Now I did review this car on Drive Club. I will find in the same race, hopefully, to compare against, because that's the other game I've got, and also Project Cars, because that is the main competitor of this game, surprisingly. So once it loads, and we'll see how the difference is. Obviously the same again with GTA 6, it's like Gran Turismo 6, you've got all the controls to alter the car to a certain percentage. So we will just set it to default there. We'll put it into normal. And obviously the good thing about this is it actually limits the amount of power and the weight which is allowed, which means that if you have something like if you have something that is, you don't have to get a car which is under it, you can get a car which could go under the limit but still have quite a powerful car and good looking car. And obviously there's two, you've got your 3 things: your road, your dirt and your drift, which are all different things. You've got all your controls here, so yeah. So about, and a bit of a break, but we are back. So let's just see how this game actually drives. It's in that way, and there's copyrighted music. Brilliant. Well, this is just brilliant. Hang on with me for a minute. I'm gonna just quickly take. Let's try it again. Right, now we can just do it. Now the old Gran Turismo had lines. Now I do not like these triangles because they don't give me indication how much I need to brake or anything, and they're not really good. They tell me where I need to go, but they're not that good. That's only one criticism. That's only just one criticism I've smashed. The other thing is that I would like if there was actually damage, where you could cause damage to your car like in Project Cars, but I like that you can't do that, because then you can actually have fun. You can actually have a bit of fun, and if you smash the car a bit, then it doesn't matter, which is quite good. I like the new bar, and also if you look in the right hand corner, I can actually change this to all sorts by using left and right D-pad. I can also use up and down to change what I want it to be, and it's like the same with I'm going to change the traction control and lower it by pressing the down arrow, which is quite nice. The overall driving of it, pretty quite good. It feels quite smooth. I can realistically control it really well, like a real car would be. You put a bit of acceleration on, you get a bit of judder from the vibration. you put the handbrake on to go around the corner, which I'm going to just do now. You feel that. I like the bar at the bottom, it's quite nice. An overall look of the car is fairly realistic. You can't get a car too super realistic, or else it was not a game. But the game does look quite real. It looks realistic. They put all the effort into making the cars feel how they should. I turn it into a corner. I know that it should be okay. The other game this game, Gran Turismo Sport, is competing with is Project Cars, a massive big game, and actually the next Project Cars comes out almost the same year as Gran Turismo Sport, which is obviously this year, and it feels, I don't know, it feels okay. I do wish it had sort of an arcade mode, or maybe a multiplayer mode, which you can race online, which I have got footage, which I'll show at the end of it. Which I recorded previously, and you can get a few cars. And it doesn't feel like, I think they've gone a bit astray from the Gran Turismo 6, just with the triangles. I like the bar, it's a nice bar, but I just feel that it just doesn't feel like a Gran Turismo game. It just hasn't got that unique feel. When you try and drive, you want to be able to sort of go, I want to feel things. And when I crash, I want to feel the crash. When I turn in, I want to feel the acceleration. When I brake, I want to feel the brake. And you just don't get that. It's just come more of a game than a simulation game. And I think because this is a beta, maybe they haven't got around to that, to adding that Gran Turismo feel of feeling like racing. One of the things I would probably have changed if I was designing this game was probably the rev counter. I would have liked it if it was actually dial. It would be nice, or the option to have a dial on it, because I think that would be quite nice to have. I like all the symbols, it's all nice, tidy. And the reason why I get Gran Turismo games is because they feel special. They're very good at simulation, but I just feel that this beta hasn't reached that point yet, and it would be nice if they could. We'll do. Hopefully, I don't know where the stop line is. I think I don't have a clue. It would be nice if I could know. Also, racing gear. Good idea adding it in, but I will try and find. I know that on Project Cars they have got this map, the Nürburgring, which I will do it in the Lotus and just see what the difference is, because I am intrigued. It's very, very twisty and cornery. I know that. See, I don't know when to brake, because usually line on the 4 tells me when to brake, which is obviously in Project Cars and in Drive Club, and actually surprisingly it is in all the other racing games. And it'll also be interesting to see if it is being phased out, then line on the 4, because it would be good if it was still included. I'll try a different car unit, slow down penalty. Another thing is trying to get it to a state where you don't have to know a lot of knowledge about cars, or racing cars, but sort of to a stage where you can sort of go, I know what to do there. And this is what this game has done. It's done it in such a way that it's sort of gone, you haven't got too many controls, you can literally just race, which is a nice function compared to Project Cars. I would have liked if the beta actually had a 2-player mode, because it would have meant that I could have seen that option, and also the track building would be quite nice to actually have, to sort of be able to build a really good track. I think we're coming to the end, I think. This is a very long track. I've just gone past I've just gone past another checkpoint. Oh, did a slide, that was nice. And also another thing that this game does so well that would have been so nice in obviously in Gran Turismo 6 is the fact that you can use motion control. Now I have tried motion control and it's very, very good compared to Drive Club, and it's on average it's actually the same as the Project Cars one, which is a really good system. So yeah. I think we'll come to the end. We'll see what the speed is like on this. It's quite a big track, twisty and turny. The speed is simulationally normal. Now there is a bit of a jump here, so I don't know. I would like to be interested. It does jump a bit, which is good. And the sound. The other thing would be for the left and right to be able to control the view, whilst I like to have my gear thing on up and down. So yeah, let's try a different car. Another thing is the types of cars. So you've got the GR, Nissan GTR, which is a grade 4 car, and obviously these two cars, which we're actually going to use this one to do just this track here. I'm going to just show you a more powerful car with it, and I'm going to use the gearing system I use with it, which will be enjoyable, hopefully, once it loads. We moved on from the day to nowadays. I'm going to continue my review, and we're going to try another car, much more powerful car, and it's going to be a GR4 generation 4 car, which is a more powerful car. It's on the same track as I did in Lotus Evolve. So this will be interesting to see how this compares. And we're also going to try a manual in the next one, which is going to be the G3, which would set the 3 sections up. Now I did think about this. What would have been quite nice in this game is if you could have actually had 2-player. I'm just going to go to driver settings and just put on 1 because and also more customization, because there's not much realistically here. And it would have been nice to actually buy your own cars and start off and have a career mode. And also design tracks. But never mind. But I like the fact that now, because I've played with Project Cars, that you can crash into something, like a crash over here, and it wouldn't cause any damage to me except from a bit of wheel wobble, which might maybe go out, but nothing else on that. I was driving a well, one of the cars. I think it was a go-kart around Nürburgring, which is this one. I crashed and the whole thing disintegrated and the wheels came off, and God, it was just terrible. I now wish that this game hasn't got it, because if it didn't, then it would wreck a whole race, which would have been terrible. But it seems to be driving quite well in a fast speed car. And we will do a manual just to show how well it works with manual, because it does really well. Like I said, what I would have really liked was if you could have had the up and down as looking up and down, and not as the whole stick as being camera control, because it would have made it a lot better. It's just made the whole experience much worse. And I think that's one of the things that they should change. The graphics looking on this are actually pretty quite good. They are family friendly, which is good for this sort of game. And I'm now starting to get the Gran Turismo feel. Because each game has a feel. You pick up it and you feel it. If this is a series, the feel should go all the way through. I have played Gran Turismo 4, 5, 6. So there should be a same feel all the way through them. Now last time I didn't feel that, but I can feel it now. And obviously when you're racing with people, you really do get the feeling of racing. Wanting to race, wanting to go faster. Obviously on this, you don't feel like going it, you feel like you can brake earlier and that. And also the fact that this is a bit more of a powerful car makes it a bit better. Lotus that has been picked is not a very good car in this game, but it was I can't remember if it was a brilliant on Drive Club. Anyways, I couldn't find it on Project Cars. And if you do say it is there, then please inform me if it is there. It was the Lotus Evolve. And it would be nice if it was there, because I could then do a full comparison, because Project Cars is the nearest thing to this game. Obviously Dry Corp, nowhere near. I can actually feel the road. I've actually turned up some of the settings as well myself. Like I said, one of the things I would like to be doing is customising. I would like to see the arcade mode, but it doesn't matter. We will do what is already here. Unlike the radar, that's quite a good function when actually racing with people. So you can actually see where people are coming from in all directions. I've been actually allowed to publish stuff now to advertise it. So this video will be going out once it's done. And also, I know this is midway through the video, but obviously when it's all connected. I made a mistake there. But I have been off of my channel for quite a bit of a while. And that's not because I can't be bothered, it's because I've been trying to sort stuff out, and also I've been quite busy. And now I'm quite free because of things. But I will become busy again because of exams, which is a big problem. Because you just want to just be free. You just want to get out of a circle. From looping circle. This is actually a good test of a car actually, because it's got to be able to break around some of these twisty, twiny corners, but a bit long for actually doing a time lap thing. It's just too long. Like I said, I would have liked something a bit different, except for ours. I'm just trying to do one lap in this. I did attempt to do a course with a manual, but then I had to go, and so that will not be used, I think. We'll do slide then. Just get a bit of a roll. I can do We get a sound effect as well. Why am I not check on this? It's at the end of here. There we go, done that. Interesting. I might do. I don't know if there's actually one, but yeah, that's the Generation 4 around that Nürburgring track. Just to show you that with faster cars, I think it's got that feel. Or certain cars, you want that feel. You want to feel like you're racing, which this car has proved. You do feel that. And if I haven't mentioned, there's two different ones. We are going to go with M6 GT. Or should we go with... Let's just go with the first one, because that's the car you do get at the start. So yeah, this is the North Islands Freeway, which is obviously a fast track. And guess what, we're going to take a break because this is off. Damn, we can't alter anything. See, this is one of the problems. Let's go. Just checking recording. I'm just going to just come out. It's not too bad. I would have liked a more tricky. It's not too... Sustained, good. Too bad. Let's try something a bit more better. And also you get that wasn't very good, so what I'm going to do is I'll do there's another one, there's another easier track. We'll do this. I didn't realise that was going to be so different. Right, we're here. Just check that my manual traction control down to about 2. Hard. Yeah. Just see if we can. Not much I want to realistically change. Right, let's just do it. Let's just see how this goes. Once you get the dials here. Those are the dials I want when you... But you don't get them in here, you just get a bar. Again, I think it's just this car. I think it's just this car. It just doesn't feel like Gran Turismo. It does not make it feel like it is. Smooth. I am short shifting, but that's only because it's not bad. It's a bit uncontrollable. I want proper dials. That a tiny bit of a drift there. Maybe better. Just in this display here. It actually now feels like it's Gran Turismo and not some game. just see if it will. No, just leaving the because this is something I do on these. You see how quickly it will progress. This might take a long time. And this is a true test of a game. I put it right up to the highest gear. Nothing's realistically happening. We're still rolling. Square one. We'll take it down to 4. I've never actually gone through the checkpoint to scratch mine yet. Through this, so it'll be interesting to see. Puts you into auto. Doesn't do much. Like most games don't. Just try and ride it in high gear. That's a good game for a family. But yeah, I think that will conclude our actual review. So yeah, this game is quite good actually. At the moment, it's in beta. It's not going to be that good. Compared to Drive Cup, which I will do one lap in a Lotus, which was obviously very close to actually this track here. It's very close to actually the resemblance of the track in the one I normally do. So I'll have a look at how I fared. Obviously this track is wider. And then obviously I'll see how it goes in Project Cars. I think there's just too much damage in Project Cars to do that sort of thing. For a family game, you wouldn't have much damage. You might have damage which you have to go in and repair, but not wheels falling off and that, which is very realistic in a car game, but not very good for a family car game realistically. It's quite good. I'll just go to the replay and let it just run. Obviously replay is quite good in this. It's got a long way to, it's got a fair way to go before it gets to a final product. But it's not very far off. It's still got some of that Gran Turismo feel to it. Obviously Lotus hasn't got it, but the other cars have, which is what you want. Which is actually quite a good thing if you think about it. If the element is just about there, but just needs a bit of work on the feel. So yeah, At the moment, I think it will be. I think it stops tomorrow. So if it does, then this will be the only video. But if it doesn't, and they add improvements into an update, I will do another video. Maybe of a new car I might get. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.